Hello friends, Mari Smith here. In this video, I'm going to share some stats and facts about television versus digital video. Here we go. The big three. Streaming video. This is the downstream traffic on the entire internet. Percentage of the share in 2016. Leading the way, of course, Netflix with just over 35%. Netflix, of course, been around for quite some time. And YouTube is actually number 2 with just over 17, actually 17.5% of the total downstream traffic on the internet in 2016. And numero 3, can you guess? It is Amazon. Amazon Video, now you think 4%, oh, not that high, but they doubled in 1 year. They were just under 2% in 2015 and doubled to just over 4% in 2016. Now, of course, we are also going to see Facebook on this leaderboard before long, because Facebook is definitely getting into television programming, as you probably know. I have an article pulled up over here, CNBC here. Facebook wants TV-style shows and is willing to pay. Now, interestingly enough, I don't know how much you've read on this, but Ricky Van Veen is leading the way, and he's the founder of College Humor. Now, they've done a ton of great videos, haven't they? Also, I thought this was interesting that Facebook does face stiff competition, it says here, of course, for premium content from Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. Netflix plans to spend $6 billion on content this year, and Amazon said it doubled spending on video last year and tripled investment in original content. That's amazing. Amazing. So nonetheless, Facebook has plenty of money for their next acquisition, as well as all kinds of product development, as well as buying television shows, right? So, and also you might have seen on the Oscars, Jeff Bezos got a shout out in Jimmy Kimmel's opening remarks. I did see that. He kind of joked with them about if he got an Oscar, it would be shipped in, 2 to 3 business days. Of course, unless he has a Prime account that's overnight, right? But they did actually win some Oscars, and they beat out Netflix. Oh, let me jump to that article, because I think that, so this was on GeekWire, I was reading this, and they did beat out Netflix for the first time ever, but then I think they added in an update. Yeah, here's the update. First ever Oscars for Amazon, put it ahead of Netflix, which was yet to win, but then they put an update in there. They actually won its first Oscar for the short subject documentary, The White Helmets. So interesting times. I'm sure Jeff is over the moon. Jeff Bezos. You've also got, this is brand new too, right? So you've got your Facebook video television app. You may have already tested it. I was just checking out this site. 9to5Mac officially releases new video app for 4th gen Apple TV. Rather wonderful. And I have not tried it yet myself, but it'll be interesting to see. Right, you can get all these different channels, but then of course, just in the same 7-day period, it's amazing what's happening. So you've got YouTube TV, and if you, like me, are a cord cutter and no longer have a cable subscription, look at all these wonderful channels you can get. Sure enough, cut the cord with your YouTube TV for $35 a month. Can't get much better than that. It's pretty amazing, huh? So because there's certain programs that maybe you want to watch them live, and you can't get them unless you do have a cable subscription. So this is amazing. What incredibly exciting times. The television advertising industry is humongous. It's like $70-80 billion industry in the United States alone. TV ads. So that's the area that these companies are getting into. I want to share this little fascinating stat with you. This is time spent watching traditional TV by age group, and the hours, hours spent. And shout out to my good friend Scott Monty, because he actually wrote about this way back in August of last year. Scott's awesome. If you don't follow him, you definitely should. And a really good article about live video, what's old is new again. You can check out the chart there. That's where I got the stats here. And break them down, make them easier for you to read. Television versus digital video. Time spent watching digital is up 47%. Up to 47%, up from 32 in 2011. This is a 5-year change. Okay, so these are 2016 numbers. So you can see the jump, 15% jump in 5 years. Not too bad. But then television, 35% down from 41 in 2011. However, we don't want to make a sweeping statement and go, this is for everybody, because that's what that chart previously in the previous slide, it's about age group. So watch this. Now, if you target seniors, baby boomers and up, and seniors as a age group, then this might be applicable to you. There's actually an increase in 65 and up watching television. But watch this, age 35 to 49, 10% decrease. But now you get even younger, 18 to 24-year-olds, 38% decrease. Amazing. That is time spent watching television versus the digital downstreaming television, because it's more convenient, right? We can watch on our phone, we can watch on any device, we can watch increments, it saves your spot, you go back to it. It's just so easy, right? Got my little arrows in there. Oh, I forget, this senior here, no, she's got her virtual reality goggle on. She's not in this age group. She's in this age group. She's hip and trendy grandma. As my friend Scott Monty mentioned, what's old is new again. So back in the day, in the 40s, 50s, I don't know, whenever television first was making its heyday, everybody had to sit around the television and watch live programming, right? You couldn't have DVRs and recordings and streamings and whatnot. It was all live, and that's really what's happening now with live. But of course, then you've got the wonderful ability to record. And this is Facebook's 10-year roadmap, as you may have seen this, and video is really at the core. So what do you think? Got questions for me? Please feel free to pop in the comments below. What is going to be happening with the world of live, digital, streaming, television, ads, mid-roll? It's an exciting time, isn't it? We'll see you in the next video.